Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We are diving into something absolutely fascinating today. Have you ever actually wondered how someone like MS Dhoni, arguably one of the most iconic figures in sports history, manages to stay completely unflappable? I mean, we're talking nail-biting, high stakes, the game is on the line moments. Well, today we're literally decoding that legendary Captain Cool mindset. We're going to take his deeply ingrained psychological strategies and flip them into real, actionable tools that you can use in your own everyday life. So here's our roadmap for this masterclass. We're going to explore 5 core psychological pillars: handling fear and pressure, the incredible power of routine, channeling pure competitiveness, reframing the small town versus big city debate, and lastly, playing the long game. Let's get right into it. All right, kicking things off with pillar number 1, handling fear and pressure. Even legends get scared. Now you'd think Captain Cool never feels the hate, right? Like he's just built differently? Actually, scratch that. He's entirely human. Dhoni himself openly admits, I get a little scared. When pressure hits, the biological reality is that our bodies just instinctively panic. Your breathing gets shallow and your heart rate absolutely spikes because your body suddenly feels like it needs more oxygen just to survive the moment. It's a completely hardwired biological response that happens to every single one of us, even the absolute legends of the game. So how does he deal with it? Here is his exact, actionable hack for bypassing that biological panic. Step 1, the pressure hits, right? Which leads to that rapid, shallow breathing. Step 2, your heart rate shoots up. Now here is the absolute game changer. Step 3, take time to exhale slowly. Notice he doesn't focus on taking massive, dramatic, deep breaths in. No, he puts all of his focus on the exhale. By deliberately slowing down that exhalation process, Step 4 naturally kicks in. Your heart rate actually drops. It's this incredibly simple biological override that grounds him right back into the present moment. So while everyone else is panicking, he's thinking clearly. Moving right along to pillar number 2, the power of routine, building the foundation. This wasn't just a schedule for a busy week. This was his reality for literally years on end. Wake up at 5:30 a.m. in the summer, grab a book, study right in bed. 6:30 a.m., get ready, 7:10 a.m. breakfast, 8 a.m. classes start. And finally, around 3:30 p.m., it was time to hit the field and play whatever the seasonal sport was. This clockwork repetition built an ironclad discipline. And the really crucial takeaway here is this. His day was so regimented, so packed with action and purpose from dawn till dusk, that there was absolutely zero time left for modern insecurities. While other kids might have been worrying about how they looked or comparing themselves to everyone else, young Dhoni was simply too busy executing his routine. But hey, every strict routine needs an enforcer, right? And for Dhoni, that was his father. A healthy fear of a strict dad kept him completely disciplined and grounded. Actually, he tells this incredibly vivid, kind of funny story from his childhood. He lived right next to the sports ground, but his dad had a clear line of sight from the house windows. So if young Dhoni wanted to practice front rolls or backflips on the grass, he'd deliberately hike over to the windowless blind spots of the building just to practice. And get this, during games of hide and seek, he absolutely refused to climb walls. He was just terrified his dad might spot him and instantly pull the plug on playtime. It really shows how that early respect for authority and boundaries shaped his legendary restraint. Okay, let's dive into the 3rd pillar, channeling pure competitionness, winning tomorrow. Let's map out the exact DNA of his competitive spirit here. First up is this, if we lose today, we win tomorrow mindset. See, because he played in a colony with roughly the exact same kids every single day, a loss wasn't the end of the world. It was just a strict mandate to win the very next afternoon. Second, he was constantly playing against senior kids, guys who were 3 to 4 years older. Third, because he was small and thin, they made him keep wickets. Playing against older, bigger kids totally eliminated those superficial insecurities because, well, he was forced to step up and adapt. And finally, there were no mobile phones, no expensive gadgets, no culture of showing off. The pure singular focus was just outplaying the opponent, period. That brings us to pillar number 4, small town versus big city, framing life's challenges. This is an eternal debate, but Dhoni completely reframes it. Yes, in a small town like Ranchi, there was way lower media exposure, and you might only get, say, 4 or 5 Ranchi matches to prove yourself before your entire season was over. But contrast that with a big city. In a massive metropolis like Mumbai, a young player might spend hours battling grueling traffic just to get to a basic practice session. Plus, they have to compete in a local system that is already totally saturated with national-level India players. What you should really take away from this is his underlying philosophy. No matter where you were born, life isn't perfectly easy. The challenges are just different.
It's not about wishing for this magical, obstacle-free landscape. It's about how you frame and attack the unique hurdles right in front of you.
And finally, our fifth pillar, playing the long game, 1 year at a time.
The absolute core of his late career philosophy is what we call contribution over stats. You see, Dhoni doesn't crave those cinematic, dramatic last ball finishes or chasing down centuries. In fact, he openly admits he's perfectly happy sitting quietly in the pavilion and not batting at all, as long as his team effortlessly secures the win. But if the team is in trouble and desperately needs a quick 30 runs off 15 balls, he steps up and delivers precisely that. It's a completely selfless, highly targeted form of competitiveness. Personal milestones are entirely secondary to delivering exactly what the team needs in that specific moment.
Now, to put things into perspective, at 43 years old, his philosophy about the future is just incredibly grounded. When people inevitably and constantly ask him about retirement, his answer is surprisingly simple and zen. He takes his career strictly 1 year at a time. He doesn't let media speculation or external expectations dictate his timeline. No, he listens to his own biology. He finishes a season, evaluates what his body is actually telling him it can or cannot do, and gives himself 10 months before making the next decision. It's honestly a masterclass in staying deeply rooted in the present moment instead of projecting anxiety into the future.
As we wrap up our analysis today, I want you to consider this perspective from the man himself. Challenges are like spices in food. They add flavor to life. I mean, what a brilliant analogy from someone who has faced more high-pressure challenges than almost anyone else on Earth. Dhoni argues that a perfectly settled, flawlessly easy life without any struggles would actually be kind of boring. Think about your absolute favorite meal. The salt, the turmeric, they're added in tiny pinches compared to the rice or the vegetables, right? But without them, the whole dish is completely tasteless. Challenges are those spices. They're small in the grand scheme of your life, but they are exactly what makes the journey interesting and worthwhile.
So, I want to leave you with this provocative question to ponder. If challenges are just the spices of life, how will you flavor your next obstacle? The next time you face immense pressure, remember to exhale slowly and drop that heart rate. When you feel insecure, fall back on the rock-solid power of your daily routine. And when a hurdle appears on your path, don't wish it away. Use it to bring out your absolute best. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer today. Keep learning, keep pushing, and I'll catch you in the next one.